I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. My name is Odie Matthews. Welcome back to my channel on this website that we like to call www.whatsthatonthewall.com/youtube.edu, and today we are going to take a look at the Nomatic 30-liter travel backpack. Let's get into it. Okay, so I did a video a long time ago, probably one of my first videos if I think about it, on the 40-liter travel backpack from Nomatic. I've also done their travel backpack, and both of which are phenomenal travel bags. The 40-liter is definitely larger than the 30, and the travel backpack is kind of an in-between, but this is their 30-liter version of their 40-liter. It's not just a shrunk down bag of their other one. They actually added some really cool features, some stuff that I really like on this bag more than the 40-liter. This is probably right now my favorite thing from Nomatic that I've got my hands on because it's innovative, it's smaller, which I am currently trying to stick to like the 28 to 35 liter range, more towards the 28 side of that spectrum if I can help it. I love smaller bags. I love forcing myself to take less with minimal travel, and that's what this thing really does. It's got killer materials, wonderful organization, enough space for all your stuff, and great pockets. So many pockets with so much different organization. It's really quite a killer on the minimal travel bag size. Now, what a couple people are going to notice right off the bat is this is very boxy. Nomatic, the 40-liter and this one both do suffer from a black just box shape, but that doesn't take away from the quality or anything. The material is that like tarpaulin, rubbery, very water resistant type material. It's got weather guard YKK zips, as well as, you know, water resistant material all the way around on this thing. It's got wonderful handles, 3 just absolute killer handles. One nice big beefy guy up top that's just like a firm, good grab handle, and then you've got one on the side here, just like a nice little webbing strap, and then one more of that same webbing strap on the bottom to round out the 3 points of access. Now, one thing about this bag is, like I said, it suffers from that black tarpaulin shape, but don't let that fool you. Now, this looks very big because I kind of packed this out to the max. I just wanted to fill it out with the most stuff that I absolutely could for travel. But one thing that a lot of people are gonna notice on this, and one thing that unfortunately this and the 40-liter do have, is there is no air channel. There is no anything here on this. Is where your back is going to be with these straps, and if you sweat a lot, this is going to get very sweaty up against your back. So that is one thing to take into consideration. There is no air channel, there is no foam, there is no padding, there is nothing on this side of the bag where it's up against your back. Now let's talk about these straps for a second. You've got 2 nice, just robust, not too thin, not too thick, firm with this nice breathing material on the bottom, this foam. It feels good. You got a little bit of load lifting support towards the top, and then a nice sternum strap, and obviously completely adjustable. Now, one thing that I like about Nomatic and what they do is they're always trying to change the game. Nomatic is a great company. I absolutely love them. I like the products they put out. I'm really trying hard to get their Peter McKinnon hybrid travel camera bag. Just don't really have the extra money right now because there's a pandemic, so maybe Nomatic will see this and they'll be like, hey, we should send him one. But I am trying to get that because I actually have gotten a couple requests for it. And one of the things with this is a double carry. You got the backpack straps, but then if you loosen these, right, you've got 2 on the side here that pull out, and then with this little divider guy, you can actually, excuse my phone, you can actually carry this then like this. So if you're going to the airport or getting on a plane or anything, and then it's just as easy as, you know, pulling these out and just grabbing, you know, these just, let me pull this around, show you for real. So you're in backpack mode, right? All you have to do is loosen these, and then boom. And then if you want to go back to backpack, and then you just would cinch these down again to keep that extra dingle dangle dongle from flopping around. So I always like that Nomatic is doing innovative things, and this was also implemented on their 40-liter travel bag as well, so they carried it over to their 30-liter. And then you've also got a spot here for luggage pass-through, so you can also throw this thing on a roller luggage, which they actually have a roller luggage line. So bada bing, bada boom, combine these two together, and you're Nomatic all the way. I think that basically covers my gist overview. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. No, I'm just kidding. But what we're gonna do is now is we're gonna go through all these nooks and crannies. I'm gonna show you how I got this packed out for a minimal trip. How I kind of was able to beef it out. And we're gonna go through all these pockets on a nice little journey together. So let's do that right now. Okay, so up top, first thing I want to show you is there's a quick access. A quick access compartment right here, which if you can see that in there, you've got a nice little fleece felt line. What I've done here is I've put a pair of sunglasses, and this is where I like to keep my AirPod Pros as well. But you've got a nice fleece or felt lined quick access pocket right here for like sunglasses and little items just like that. So I really like the quick access right there on top, and then behind that you've got one of your first of many compartments. Now this one it's a flap that opens up, right? So I'm gonna try my best to show you this. So you've got, unscript this is a flap that opens up, but inside of this flap is like a waterproof material, which is your water bottle pocket. Now I typically like my water bottles on the outside of my bag, because then, you know, in travel, I want water, obviously. I want as much water as I can get. So I like to have easy access to it, so when I get to a water fountain, you know, it's an easy, just pull it out, fill it up, put it back in. But for the most part, they all fit in there pretty nicely. And then it does eat up some dimension on this top compartment right here, because that water bottle, as you can see right there, it does take up space. And that is one downside, is that this top compartment and the shoe compartment on the side do eat up the internal organization as well as that quick access. They all eat up into the inside of the bag. So depending on how you pack, things might get crushed, you might not have as much room. You got that nice material in there. And then in this top flap, all it is a, you can see this top flap here. So you got that water bottle compartment right here. Lift that top flap up, and all I've done here is I've just thrown my bamboo silverware, because food and water stay together. So you got just a nice little pocket up here. So if you weren't using this water bottle pocket, you could easily fit another like pouch or really anything in there. It's a pretty decent sized pocket. And that is all on the top of the bag. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip around to the bottom of the bag, right? And you've got another little flap compartment down here. And that folds up, and there's not a lot of dimension to it. What I've done here, this is my one of my Topo Design pouches. Just keep a bunch of extra like cables, dongles, and connectors and things like that in this pouch. So this pocket at the bottom, one thing I will make a note of is be careful what you put in here. I wouldn't want to put like a tablet or a phone, because this is the bottom of the bag. So when you set this down, there's like no protection. Just a little pocket with a couple mesh dividers right here. And you can see this is the flap right here. And you've just got two mesh dividers right there. And what I had done is just put my pouch and then zipped it up just like that. And that is the bottom compartment of the bag. Just a nice little extra organization bit that they added in this bag. Doesn't really eat up any dimension, doesn't take up any size, just a nice little thing. You know, that might be, you know, while you're waiting on your plane and the bag is sitting down, or while it's on you, that might be a good spot to put like your passport or any kind of like sensitive material, because like your wallet and stuff like that, because, you know, when the bag is sitting down, it's on the bottom, and when you're wearing it, I mean, you know, it's pretty protected, so I wouldn't have to worry about that too terribly much. Okay, then on the side here, because I'm gonna save that shoe compartment for the last, on the external, because the side here, the whole length of the bag, whole shebang bottle boodle, is a little compartment that opens up with a little bit of a stop here. Oh, that was bad. With a little bit of a stop here. As you can see, it's got this little connector here to kind of stop the bag, so you get this nice side opening. And all I've really done in here is, when I did travel, I threw my keyboard for my computer in there, because I like to use a keyboard sometimes. But this is chock full of organization, and I'm gonna do my best to show you right here. So you've got a big mesh bit right here and on top of that, a little zippered divider. Now I didn't really put anything in any of these because I don't, most of my stuff would go in my tech pouch. Then you've got two more mesh bits right here, and on top of that you've got a lockable RFID secured compartment just right like there. And then you've also got room with the dimension of this, and you can see there's that little part I was talking about, how it opens and it stops, so you can get that nice full view. You could easily fit pouches or anything like that, or if you wanted to put little knickknacks or maybe, you know, anything kind of sensitive, this is the compartment that has like, so that is the side compartment. That is, you know, the 40 liter has two sides of organization that are kind of set up a little bit different. This one has one because it's a smaller bag, because the other side of this bag is a side shoe compartment, which is something a little different. Usually that's like at the bottom or the top of a bag, you know, with duffels and things like that. And again, all of the flaps on Nomatic bags, all the pockets are like these flappy things, which I really like. I've put in here my all-time favorite packable shoe, my Suaves. I have a video on these best packable travel shoes I've ever owned and worn. I absolutely love these. Great company, just a great feel. I put a card up here for that or something, because that's what you're supposed to do when you reference your other videos. So you got a nice shoe compartment here, right? But it does something kind of interesting. You've got a nice shoe compartment, but what it actually has is, if you see here, you got this nice vent. So you fold this down, and then you also have the ability with this little zipper here, right? You can see through. See that? You have the ability here, and you can actually, there's some Velcro here, so what you can do is you can just tuck that away, right? And then you have the ability, if you're, you know, stinky and you're using this as a gym bag or something, but you can see that tucks away right there is the Velcro, and you have the ability to vent this compartment. And then if you were like, oh no, a rainstorm, you can easily just pull that back out and then zip it back up, and you're good to go. So the shoe compartment I really like, because, you know, if you were going to use this as like a gym bag, which they kind of promoted as that, it can be used as that. You know, you don't want your stinky shoes from running 25 miles. I assume you can run 25 miles. That's just my general assumption when I meet people. Like, oh, that person can definitely run 25 miles. I don't know how long it'll take you, but I just assume that you can. So that's just my thing. So if you had those shoes, you know, you don't want them to stink up your bag, so you'd vent it. But be careful, because if you vent it next to somebody and they smell your shoes, it's not a very nice thing to do. But you should be 6 feet away right now, so maybe they won't smell. Who knows? With all of that, we'll move into the main compartment now. Like I said before, this back panel where your backpack straps are, you got two zippers that zip all the way down, and this reveals the whole shabaddle. And then this is where your laptop and stuff is. So I didn't mention it, but your laptop is up against your back with a tablet sleeve. So I'm just gonna pull what I've got in here out, starting with, this is the tablet and computer section of the bag. Welcome to the computer and tablet section of the tour. As you'll notice right here, there's a Velcro strap with Nomatic on it. You pull this back, right? I've got a 9.5-inch old school, like this is old, look at, can you see that? That's the old school charger. I found this and it still works. So now it's my travel big screen tablet for movies. I'm super stoked. But this is a good reference because I don't really have a big tablet. Usually I have the iPad mini, which I use to do other things for work and whatnot. So 9.5-inch tablet, I believe it'll fit up to an 11-inch is what I've seen and / heard. And then behind that I have a MacBook Pro. Again, stole this from a little kid, but you know, whatever. It's no big deal. I believe this is a 13-inch MacBook Pro. I don't know, it's my fiance's. She's not actually a little kid though. She's an adult, and I did steal it from her though, so she's mad, but it's okay. I do believe it'll fit up to a 15-inch in the laptop compartment. If I'm wrong, I'll put a note up here in editing. Right, and so I'm just gonna pull out everything I have in here. What I threw on top was a Koala Tree hoodie, and then in here I've got my tech pouch from Monarch. This is from their Kickstarter that is over at this point, but this is my new tech pouch that I use. And then I've got my gravel DOP kit, my minimal gravel DOP kit in here. And then 2 Nomatic packing cubes. Usually I would do like my Peak Design, but because this is a Nomatic product and they have a bag bundle where you can get their packing cubes with it, I figured I would feature them. This is the small, and I've got the medium uncompressed. This has all my personal items like socks and underwear. This has 2 pairs of pants and 4 t-shirts. This is my minimal travel loadout for clothes. All of this will fit in the Peak Design packing cube, and this is all I bring. I bring 2 pairs of pants and like 4 shirts. Maybe 3 shirts and a nicer shirt if I'm doing something fancy on a trip, and then socks and underwear, and then I'm wearing an outfit on the plane or driving or whatever it is, and I'm wearing another pair of shoes. So that's my whole loadout. So both of these packing cubes, this one's uncompressed, this one is compressed, fit nicely in the chasm that is the inside of this bag. Right, I'm gonna try to show you best I can. This is the inside of the bag. As you can see right here, this is the shoe compartment that will take up a majority of the bag if you were to bring big shoes or a big towel or something. And then if you can notice up here, again at the top, this is that quick access compartment, right? And it does have a little cord pass through. I just always forget to mention these things because I never use them, but it does have a cord pass through if you wanted to use that. And then behind that is that top compartment where the water bottle pocket goes. And that is the whole inside of the Nomatic 30 liter. Now, I did get a chance to use this on a trip before the pandemic, and I enjoyed it. It can be a little heavy. This whole loadout, just a heads up, was pretty heavy. I think because I had like an old school tablet that was kind of heavy, and the computer and packing cubes and shoes and all my stuff that I had in it. I think it was a little heavier than I normally would probably travel with, because I think I kind of splurged and brought more than I should have. They've all been there. Depending on where, if you sit on the plane, depending on where you sit, if you're like basic economy or business or whatever, however they classify them, I think they're all the same. But you have a little bit of extra leg room. This will fit underneath the seat in front of you. I am poor, so I fly like basic back of the plane. You don't have any money economy, where like, the chair in front of you is like in your face because, they want to cram as many people as they can into a flying tin can, which I get, hey, whatever. But, so I usually get like one of the back seats in basic economy. So this didn't fit on the seat for me in there, but then I didn't fly anything else on the way back, so it was the same thing. Good travel companion, great organization. Only couple caveats I have with it is, again, like the water bottle pocket. I wish these straps were just a little bit more comfortable and there was an airwear channel, but I mean, you kind of have to know that going in that that's not going to be the case. So, but overall, I really enjoyed using it. And I said that like 3 times now, so we're going to say it one more time. I did enjoy using this bag. It was very fun. Like I said, I love Nomatic's products. They're always really durable and good and well thought out. So give it a check out. Link in the YouTube description of this bag. But if you have any comments, questions, concerns about this lovely bag right here, let me know in the comments below, and I will do my very best to answer those for you. If there's a product you want me to get my hands on and do a review of, let me know, and I'll do my best to make that happen. If you could leave this video a like, that helps out a lot. Subscribe if you want more nonsense, and email me. That's the other thing I'm supposed to say. Email me, odiematthewsbags@gmail.com. It's in the description. Email me if you have any questions, or if you want lists or recommendations or anything like that, or if you want to just have a chat. I'm totally down to do all of those things. Thank you guys again so very, very much for watching, and I think that's pretty much it. I think that's the end of the video, which means that it's time to say goodbye until next time. So, goodbye until next time.